All right, hey, I think we are live. We are live outside. You can sort of see, hey, we're here. I'm taking images of the moon next to the bright star Aldebaran for my moon distance project first. You might be able to hear in the background the WWV. I'm actually, why don't I set that up? Oh, it was coming in really well. Put it back over here. All right, I'll set it up right there. And I'm going to take my moon shots. So yeah, you're just going to see darkness for a while. Ooh, ooh, boo, boo. Because it is 3:30 UTC, 3:29 UTC. So I'm taking my moon shots right next to Aldebaran. Sure my exposure time is correct. And camo. Let's take a few of these. See how they look. See Orion, can see Aldebaran, can see the Pleiades. Very cool. I'm going to zoom in like that. Really get a good shot of it. I've got some internal reflections in the camera, so I'm having to move those out of the way. But yeah, these look really good. You definitely see the moon and Aldebaran. I'm just going to take a bunch of images, just a bunch. These are third of a second, ISO 800. Manual focus. Let me make sure the focus is all the way up. Okay, exposure time. Another one. The more images I can take, the better. I'm just going to shoot a whole bunch here. I don't know if you can hear the WWV in the background, but it is now 3:31 UTC. Measuring the distance to the moon. Now, if I'm the only one that does this tonight, then I'm not going to be able to measure the distance to the moon. So I'm using a technique called parallax. Hello, one viewer. I am here. Hey. Can you see my hand? There it is. Hello. I'm over here collecting. Here, I'll light my face up a little bit. So I'm over here collecting moon data. The moon, if you can see the moon right now, there's a bright star just to the east of it. That's the star called Aldebaran, and that's what we need in these images: is the moon and Aldebaran in each image. So yeah, I'm just taking a whole bunch because the more I take, hopefully the more precise I will be. So right after I do this, I'm going to take a few more shots. I don't know how many I'm taking, but I'm taking about as many as I can. Maybe you can hear the WWV shortwave radio in the background. It comes and goes, and it whistles. I need that time to do an alignment on my telescope, which I will show you. I'm going to have to go through that whole thing here. But I'm just taking images of the moon next to the bright star Aldebaran at the moment. And I've been using I've been using the flashlight as a microphone for quite a while now, which is just insane. Wow, let me see if I can fix that WWV. Okay, that's a little better. Take some more images. I'm doing 1/3 of a second exposures on these, and that is more than adequate. And I've zoomed in a little bit, so it isn't the full field of view. I've zoomed in a little bit on that, on the moon and Aldebaran. But there it is. So hopefully others around the country and around the world are also taking images right now, and they'll be able to send those to me, and I'll be able to make the measurements, do a little bit of math, and figure out how far away the moon is right now. Is that cool or what? So yeah, I'm taking as many images as I can. Maybe I'll take a few more images here. I've probably taken at least 20 already, so that's probably enough. Just checking to make sure I can see Aldebaran in there and the moon. So yeah, I'll take a few more, and then we'll go to the scope. So I've got a couple of viewers, yay. All right, cool. I think maybe 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's enough of that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my telescope, which is over here. Maybe I can turn this a little bit. You can see it. There it is. There's at least the bottom of the scope. What I have to do first is I have to turn it on. So turn it on. And I have to go through what's called a 3-star alignment. So I have to choose 3 bright stars in the sky and point to them sort of manually. And then hopefully it will be able to figure out where it is in the sky, and I'll be able to track and everything else. And then I'm going to go back to the moon, put the webcam on the telescope, and we'll just look at the moon for a little while. You know, not very long, but you know, we'll just see how it goes. We'll play by ear here a little bit. I'm glad that there's at least a couple of viewers. So peace, cheers. There's the peace sign right there. Cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do my thing. I need the WWV because I need to tell the computer on the telescope what day and time it is. So that's what I have to do first. I'm going to grab the paddle here and press enter to begin alignment. Press enter. I'm going to do a sky align. That's what it's called. And now it wants the time. So I have to choose a time in the future. So it just switched to 3:37 UTC. I'm going to go 3:40 UTC. It's 20. So local time, that's 20:40 UTC. And enter. And that's standard time, Mountain USA. And it's going to be 02:22:18. Enter. Okay, so use this following screen to select the 3 brightest stars. Press enter to continue. Okay, use the direction button to go to your first star. So here we go. I'm going to go to... I'm going to go over to Regulus, which is in the constellation of Leo. And I'm sorry that it's going to be completely dark for a while, but you know, it is nighttime here. So this is the astronomer's life. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a light on my little finder scope tonight because I kept it turned on, and that sort of sucks. I'm going to put my eyepiece on, and let me see if I can light this up a little bit here. Can I do that? Huh. Yeah, I'm not going to have much luck lighting it up. All right, I'm just going to keep going here because my time is going to be off now. Huh. What am I going to do about that? Let me try redoing this. I'm going to go back, press enter to begin, skyline. Okay, so it kept the time. Okay, so let's do it for 2040 again. Enter, standard time, mountain, 02/22/18. When this thing goes off at 20:40 p.m., listening to the WWV, I'm going to hit enter. Here it comes. There we go. Okay, so now I've got my time set. So now I can do my alignment. Press enter to begin. Use the direction button to find your first star. That's what I'm doing. I can get it in there. This is I'm going to turn. Oh, I'm going to turn that WWV off because damn, it's annoying. Annoying as hell. Okay, so I'm going to get Regulus in here, and I'm going to have to really play guessing games. I think I've got it. Just got to focus. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.5. 6.5 to Regulus. I think that's Regulus. Sorry, this isn't too interesting yet, but I've got to do an alignment. You know, I don't have to do an alignment. Here I do. It needs to track. Okay, let me make sure that I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing. I'm pretty sure that's Regulus. So, we get it in the center of the field of view. Okay, center of field of view. Center it in the finder scope. Press enter. Center it in the field of view in the scope. Press enter. the eyepiece. So we're out now. So we'll get it back in there. Of course, that's going the wrong way. Okay, center field of view. Hit enter. Try to hit a line, I bet. Yeah, okay. So now we move to object 2. For object 2, I think I'm going to use Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse is a nice bright star in the constellation Orion. We'll go over there. You sort of want to choose your stars pretty spread apart. That allows the model to do a little better job doing the alignment. So it's really hard without an illuminated thing. But I think, oh, this screen is really, really bright. Wish my battery wouldn't have died in the finder scope. That makes it almost impossible. I'm gonna have to turn this down because I cannot see for shit. Bright light. So you guys can just hang for a sec. Finding even a bright star without a finder scope is weird. I'm gonna get it. One thing in astronomy, you have to be determined. Gotta be determined. And this is all part of the process, so you've got to do it. But I also understand that I'm live streaming right now, so, you know, don't want to try your patience too much. Because it's easy enough to mess around with this a lot. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to point it at the moon, and I'm going to have to manually track. So, yeah, that's no big deal. That's really no big deal. Let me get this camera back here, like that, so you can see me again. So what I'm going to do is forget the alignment because it's just going to take a little bit too long, and I don't want you guys to have to wait and just look at a black screen. So let's look at the moon instead, huh? So I'm going to grab my web camera, and I'm going to put that onto the, let's see, back of the telescope here. Turn it around like that. This will be good enough. And I'm just going to slew over to the moon. And I'm going to have to focus it, of course. That's no big deal. And then once I get it on the moon, okay, so what I'm going to do now before I smooth, in fact, because I'm going to start up. I'm going to start up the software that I use to look at the webcam stuff. Oh, Logitech webcam software. And I'm going to share my screen. So there it is. We'll go quick capture. Oh, and the webcam detected yet? Of course not. Plug it in. That always helps. Let's restart this. There we go. Okay, quick capture. So now you'll see what I'm seeing. And can I make this bigger? No. So what was it? Was it plus? Yeah. Okay, so let's move over here. So that's the whole thing. Okay. So now, whoop. Click on this stupid thing. Get it out of here. Okay, so now we can go over and zoom over to the main. You'll be able to watch me focus. Oh, I think I'm a little bit too low. Could be seeing something there. Let's make sure that, yeah, so that's my flashlight. Okay, so we're definitely seeing light. What I'm going to do really quick is take the camera off. Take the camera off. Put the eyepiece back on. Where's the eyepiece? I put the eyepiece. Where did I put the eyepiece? Oh. What did I do with the eyepiece? Huh, that's a little strange. Where did the eyepiece go? Oh, here it is. Behind the laptop. Okay, so I'm going to stick the eyepiece back on there just so I can eyeball it in. Make it a little bit faster and easier that way, theoretically. And there's. Okay. Now, take the eyepiece back out. Put it in there. Put the camera on. And there's a very out of focus moon that is slowly drifting. I'm gonna go this way. And okay, so now let's focus. So it's going to be drifting quite a bit. So there's some craters on the moon there. As you can see, it's a very small field of view. And we're looking at what's called the terminator. So this is the this is the place on the moon that is seeing a lunar sunrise, or a solar sunrise. Lunar sunrise. So what I'm going to do also, and as you can see, it's moving. So the Earth is rotating, and because of that, since I'm not tracking, what I can do is I can come in here, and I guess I'm going to have to zoom out, because what I want to do is change the controls, webcam options, advanced settings. Come back over here and slew again so we don't lose him. We'll go up like this. Yeah, see, I've got my exposure time set really, really high. So I'm going to come over here and change that. So it's a little easier to see, I think. We'll find out. That's the edge of the moon there. So that's one edge. That's not too bad. Let's see. The Earth rotates very fast. See, that's sort of why I wanted to be able to have this track. But this will do. This will do. That's not too bad. I just want to be able to focus, get a good focus. You can see that the field of view here is very small, very, very small. So we're just looking at a small portion of the moon here. Let me try to change the exposure a little bit. There we go. Move this over. Something like that. So there we go. That's not too bad. See if we can mess with the focus a little bit. Gotta scan around again. Let's go this way. Let's go up the Terminator. Look at all those craters. Isn't that cool? Good shadows. Good shadows on those craters. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go down here and just see how nasty it gets on the brighter part. That's a little overexposed. So let's stay down here along the Terminator. That's a good spot to be. And what I'll do is zoom in again. Zoom in. Come over here. So yeah, we can really get a good shot of that. So there it is, live. The moon. Craters on the moon. Lots of craters. Lots of holes. They think they're impacts. They think that the moon has been sort of bombarded with rocks that smash into the moon and explode and cause these round craters. Let's go all the way up here to see. Let's see what's up here. Good shadows, though. See how deep those are? You can see, that the sun is coming in from the lower right. And so the shadows are being cast on sort of one side of the craters. And you can see there are shallow craters and deep craters. There's some craters that have little things in the middle. You see, like this one right here. It's got a thingy in the middle, a little peak. I'm just trying to keep up with the rotation of the Earth because the Earth rotates really fast. That's why I was trying to do a star line, because then I wouldn't have to sit here and babysit it. I could just sit back and enjoy it as well. But who cares? This is good enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a little bit of this. Now, most of what you're seeing, sort of the bubbling thing there, that's caused by the atmosphere. That's primarily water vapor in the atmosphere. And so it's like looking at the moon through a fish tank, really. A lot of moisture in the air. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to record some of this data. I guess I need to go up again. I'm going to hit the record button. And I'm just going to let that go for a few minutes at least. And we can sit here and watch it while it's going. You can see the timer. I don't care. I don't care about audio, but I do care about tracking. You can see how far those get into the shadow, those mountain peaks. There are mountains on the moon too. Okay, so let's go all the way up here, see what there is interesting. Sort of move this up a little bit more. There we go. Let's go up here, see what there is. Getting into the Terminator, so I'm going to come down a little bit. There we go. So just scanning around and let the Earth drift a little bit here, or let the moon drift a little bit. Still playing with the functionality of this camera too a little bit, so it's seeing some funny effects. Look at that nice deep crater there, right next to the. Look at how deep that is. I'm going to get this arrow out of the way. There's some mountains next to craters. Oh, there's the edge of the moon. Let that drift by a little bit so you can see that. You see how it's shimmering and wiggling and everything? That's caused by the atmosphere of the Earth. That's called seeing. That's atmospheric seeing. And it really is. It's like looking through a fishbowl. That's what we're doing here. Okay, so I'm going to just scan back down. Hope everybody's enjoying this. I like to look at the moon this way. It's the moon is really bright. It's really bright. So when you look at it through a telescope with your own eyes, it really actually hurts. It hurts the eyes because it's so bright. It's so incredibly bright. So actually, to look at it like this is kind of a pleasure because it doesn't hurt. Look at all those craters. Wow. Let's see if I can focus a little bit. That's me jiggling around looking for the focus knob. Where's the focus knob? There it is. Okay, so there's out of focus. I like to go this way out of focus, and then this way out of focus. And let me get this back in here. And then I go right in between. Pretty nice and sharp. Pretty nice and sharp images there. Pretty good. Not too bad. Can't complain. That's me jiggling again. I'm just always like to play with the focus, see if we can get a good decent focus on that. Isn't that cool? Lots of craters. There's a lot more craters in the south of the moon, so this is probably looking towards the south, that's my guess. So with a focal reducer, this field of view would be twice as wide, so 4 times the area. So there's the edge of the moon again. Yeah, this is definitely the south. Lots of craters. Lots and lots of craters. All right, so I'm going to scan up here a little bit. Let's go around the edge, huh? Let's go around the edge. Let's see, do I go this way? I don't know. Yeah. Let's just look at the edge. Let's go all the way around, huh? I don't know if you notice this or not, but if you look really carefully at the edge, it's not smooth. It's bumpy. And that's because there are mountain peaks. We're seeing mountains on the moon, and they stick up a little bit. You know, a couple kilometers. Yeah. Those are mountains on the moon that you're seeing right on the edge. Let this drift in a little bit. There's one of the Maria, the seas, the dark seas. I don't know my lunar features very well. Can't really claim to know very much about that. So it's been 5 minutes and 16 seconds on the video. So I'm going to stop that. That's like 8,000 images. So yeah, it's time to stop that. And let's just look, huh? Let's just look. Let's scooch over a little bit. I think it's trying to save that last these videos, so that's going to take a couple of seconds to write to disk. Sorry about that, but you know, being a scientist, I've got to collect data. I think it saves these as AVIs, if I remember right. All right, there we go. So let's scoot back over here. We can focus that a little better. That sort of. Oh, I don't know why it's doing it again. So I've got another 125 images there. Come on. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. That's fine. Like, so see these mountains here? We're looking at the tops of mountains that are being lit up by the sun. So those are pretty high mountains, because you can sort of see where your terminator is there, and they're picking up above that. So there's the other edge of the moon there. Let's see. Should we go down? I want to go down. There we go. There we go. Yay, the moon. Pretty moon. I was going to try to focus a little bit better here. This is me wiggling around again. Pretty cool, huh? I like it. I've looked at the moon zillions and zillions and zillions of times, and I never get tired of it. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. It's beautiful. A beautiful rock. Pretty rock. Can I go this way? Oh, going the wrong way. Just going to go around the edge again here, I think. Whoop. Crazy driver here. I've got this on a really slow. So, oh, there's a little bit faster. I don't know there, but that's moving a little faster now. So I can live with that. So what we're seeing, the moving moon is actually the Earth rotating. So we're actually watching the Earth move, but we don't feel it. But look how fast it's moving. At the equator, people on the equator of the Earth, are moving about 1,000 miles an hour. But it's so smooth, and we're so used to it that we don't feel it. Nice craters, nice shadows, pretty good image. Not too bad. Can't complain. Can't complain about that. It's a very narrow field of view. So yeah, I definitely want to look into getting focal reducer, because as I said, that'll widen the field of view by I'll get 4 times the area, twice the width. So yeah, that'll be better. All right, well, cool. Look, I think I'm going to end this live stream for now. Just, I was out here anyway, taking shots of the moon next to the bright star Aldebaran for my moon distance project. It's a collaboration between people all over the world. We're taking a picture of the moon, and then pictures of the moon, and collecting them all and doing a little bit of math and measuring the distance to the moon as it is, pretty much right now. So this is very cool. Pretty good shot. It's pretty bright over here, a little too bright to really see much of anything. So whoa, slew over here. Look at this this funny shaped crater. It almost looks square. Pretty cool. All right, well, I think I'm going to end this live stream. So let me come back over here, and I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to come over here and wait for it to come back. Oh no, did I turn the video off this whole time? Hangouts can't use the selected camera without a working camera, huh? Without a working camera. For some reason, I'm not getting. Hangouts can't use without a working camera, huh? Well, I hope that my shared screen at least worked. I'm hoping that it did. HP webcam. Save. Oh, it's not the HP webcam though. It's the USB camera. Huh, camera problem. Huh. Okay, well, I hope I was able to share this at least, because yeah, for some reason my little cheap webcam decided to bite the bullet. I can tell that you can still hear me, at least. So yeah, I'm going to get out of here for now. Thanks for coming in. Have a great night, and yeah, I will